Damian Lillard 50-point game. Now, a 50-point night is very impressive no matter if it's in February and November, it doesn't matter. However, this 50-point game is even more impressive just because of the backstory and all the events leading up to it. So for anyone who may not be caught up to speed, I'm going to give you a quick summary. But long story short, 2 nights ago, Damian Lillard, Paul George, and Patrick Beverly were having some beef on social media. And not only were they beefing on social media, but when the Portland Trail Blazers and the LA Clippers played that night, Damian Lillard missed 2 very clutch free throws and he missed a clutch 3 to tie the game. And because of that, a lot of people on the internet were hating on Damian Lillard. They were saying that the whole concept of calling Damian Lillard a clutch player is an overrated concept because he missed 2 chances to tie the game against the Clippers. And Damian Lillard is a very competitive guy, so obviously he wasn't gonna just go home, hang his shoes up, and cry in a ball in the corner of the room. He decided that every day is a new day and every moment is a new moment. Wow, I sound like a motivational speaker. But anyway, he decided it was time to go out there and ball. And because of that, he dropped 50 points last night on the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, I get that the Philadelphia 76ers may not be as good as the Milwaukee Bucks or any other title contending team, but on paper, the 76ers have had a better season than the Trailblazers. So when you're having some back and forth with some other stars on social media, and the next day you go out and drop 50 points, you pretty much shut up the entire NBA at that point. Now, something else that I find really spectacular about his performance is this. So, like I said, a few nights ago, Damian Lillard, Paul George, and Patrick Beverly were having some beef, right? Well, a part of this beef was Damian Lillard being quoted saying that he sent home Patrick Beverly in the playoffs a few years ago, and more recently, he sent home Paul George in the playoffs when Damian hit that shot over Paul George on the Thunder. So what does that have to do with this win being spectacular? Let me tell you. Yesterday's win for the Portland Trail Blazers and Damian Lillard ended up eliminating the Pelicans and the Kings from playoff contention. So I just find it hilarious how 2 nights ago Damian Lillard was talking about how I'm the guy who sends guys home in the playoffs. And literally yesterday, he sent 2 whole teams home. He eliminated any chances they had at going to the playoffs this year. And it's even funnier because neither of these teams had anything to do with this drama. But regardless, the Pelicans and the Kings have some young guys who are going to make the playoffs in their careers and probably all win championships, so it doesn't really matter at this point. But now that we're speaking about the playoffs, let's get back to the original title of this video, which is, can the Portland Trail Blazers make the playoffs? And my answer to that question is absolutely. And not only do I think they can make the playoffs, but I would actually be surprised if they didn't. Portland was actually my pick over Memphis to make the playoffs before the bubble even started. I made a video on this and someone commented saying that I was wrong and that Memphis is going to make the playoffs. And I was looking for that comment to go put it on the screen right now as a screenshot, but I couldn't find the comment, and it's not like there's hundreds of comments on there, so I think the comment was deleted. And it's crazy how Portland is so close to making the playoffs, and listen to this. Before the bubble started, statistically speaking, Memphis had the best chance of making the 8th seed, and that was just based on their record. But now that every team has played a handful of games in the bubble, the Portland Trail Blazers are only a half game away from the 8th seed. I'm a Lakers fan, and I think Portland would give us a way better run for our money if we played them as the 8th seed than pretty much any other team that's fighting for playoff contention. And here's why I think Portland can make a very good playoff run. Hopefully it's not too good of a run because then they'll beat my Lakers. But here's this. Not only do they have Damian Lillard, who needs no explanation, they have CJ McCollum. He also doesn't need much of an explanation, but he averages more than 20 points per game. Carmelo Anthony isn't playing like an old 30-something-year-old Carmelo Anthony who barely got a chance to make it back to the NBA. He's playing some very good basketball. 2 nights ago, he had 21 and 7, and last night he had 20 and 7 and played very good defense down the stretch. Never in a million years would I have thought that I'd be standing in front of a camera in the year 2020 talking about how Carmelo Anthony played good defense. But hey, Carmelo Anthony, I gotta give props where props are due, so good job. And then finally, the Portland Trail Blazers also just recently got back Zach Collins and Jusuf Nurkic. Zach Collins is a very good guy to have off the bench as a backup center. Trust me, I would know. He gave us 30 in like middle school. True story. But Jusuf Nurkic is out here playing like he might be one of the best centers in NBA history. Not only is he very good at the center position, but for a big man, his court vision is absolutely spectacular. 2 nights ago, Jusuf Nurkic was only 1 assist away from a triple-double. You know how impressive it is when a center can put up a triple-double and one of those stats is an assist? Having a center center with that much court vision is going to give any team an advantage in the playoffs. So like I said, don't be surprised if Portland makes the playoffs. On the contrary, be surprised if they don't make the playoffs. That's it for today. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Comment your thoughts down below. I want to know what you think of everything I said. And hit subscribe for daily NBA news every morning, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you all for watching. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Goodbye. If you're still here, consider watching this other video I picked out for you down below. Please just watch it. I'm trying to get to 300 subs, so go watch that video. Let me know what y'all think. And hit the like button on that video too. All right, see you guys.